So today I'm here to talk to you about the Iowa caucuses, and looks like Donald Trump just dominated completely. He won over 51% of the vote. So I was a little shocked that Ron DeSantis did as well as he did. I thought for sure he was going to be in third, and then honestly he was probably going to have to drop out soon because then all the donors would have consolidated around Nikki Haley and they would have been like, all right, Ron, go away. It's time to go. We all love Nikki now. And funny how that works out. They'll just stab you in the back instantly, whether you are serving them or going to serve them. Nikki Haley got third, and definitely my least favorite of the group, who definitely is the biggest warmonger of the group, and I'm hoping that she ends up not winning the nomination overall, because people say Trump is so bad. I think Nikki Haley probably is worse. Also, I was surprised to see his Trump supporters, they're as enthusiastic as ever. I mean, they came out in droves to actually vote for the guy. And one thing that did happen I thought was a little strange. They called it within 30 minutes after the caucuses started, and I was just like, you guys are so sure he's going to win. I mean, yeah, there's an argument to be made. Yeah, he's dominating. He's definitely going to win. But there are people still in line voting. And that's just kind of disenfranchisement for Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis' voters. And I don't think that's right. And let's suppose the next election that, it is Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. I don't think Donald Trump supporters would like it if they called the election early. Like, oh, look, Biden's winning. We're just going to call it early and just say he won. And you're disenfranchising people who are trying to actually go out there and vote for their candidate. And I think if I was out there to vote for like my preferred candidate, I think I would stick it out even if the news was telling me like, hey, your guy lost. And I'd be like, no, I'm going to vote for someone I believe in and I don't care what they say. So I don't think it's right that they would do that for Trump and just say he won already when there are votes still being cast, and you should give everyone an equal opportunity to not have any biases just because their phone's saying Donald Trump won already. So the next one up is New Hampshire, and we're going to have to see what happens here because this is Nikki Haley's like one shot where she's actually close enough in the polling to actually give Trump maybe not win, but definitely have a strong showing and be able to build off that and say she's surging and she's going to overtake Trump at some point. Because if she doesn't do well enough there, she might just be done. This might be wrapped up quicker than we all thought. Also, Vivek finally dropped out, which actually kind of saddened me a little bit because I actually enjoyed Vivek somewhat because he was actually someone who was there to actually troll the establishment a little bit. He was the only one up there actually calling out and saying, you guys are basically fascists and authoritarians when it comes to foreign policy, and you guys just want to start wars with a bunch of people. And I think that's actually a very important thing for the establishment to hear, because none of the other candidates are going to call that out because they all want to start wars with everybody, and they don't care about your kids and children dying in them. So for Vivek to actually come out and say all the things he did, I do think he's a little bit of a crazy conspiracy theorist, just a little bit. But at the same time, there are conspiracies that do happen, and they just want us to believe that no, it's impossible. Everyone talks, and there'll never be a conspiracy. No one can ever keep secrets. Also, depending on how badly I thought Ron would do during the Iowa caucuses, I thought they would actually be pressuring him hardcore to actually drop out because it's obvious that Nikki Haley is the darling of the establishment. It's like very much Hilary Clinton vibes, even though she has to deal with Donald Trump, like actually in the primary, not dealing with her in the general. So we'll have to wait and see how this turns out because if Nikki Haley wins, that's pretty bad because I would never support Nikki Haley.